Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Dynasty Warriors 9. And I'm the man who ruled the plains. Rather, Cao Cao is trying to become that. So let's help him out by doing whichever side. We're rescuing the scout unit by killing whoever is guarding this gate, I guess. I'm not really sure which side of the gate I'm going to find this officer on. I don't know precisely who I'm supposed to kill here. Li Zhu, who's like right there. Okay.
Surrounded by the enemy. Just when I need to deliver this information to Master Guo Jia 2.
Guo Jia 2, is he like the sequel to Guo Jia? I guess I didn't give it time to play out the story of what the mission was before doing it. Slow down. You can't catch me. Something. Slow down. Slow down. Grand Theft Auto soundtrack.
Nothing can stop me from fulfilling my ambition.
My ambition cannot be stopped either. Those two things kind of go hand in hand. Hey, we can get some yeast from this mission. Or we can do Diversionary Tactic 1. And Diversionary Tactic 2.
You are amazing, Uncle.
Oh, did you just give in? You said uncle.
No, I cannot allow things to
Yeah, what
end
the hell? The
like
game
this.
just froze. I guess John Way got defeated. Well, fuck. They gave me like 8 side quests to do. Did they just not expect you to do them?
I failed to protect my lord. I should be ashamed.
I'm fine though.
Myself, his bodyguard.
Even though I consider myself a pretty magnificent bodyguard. What the hell? I mean, why would they give me all these side quests to do if John Way is going to keep dying? You seriously don't have time to do them. Well, we'll start from the last checkpoint to see what happens.
Nothing can stop me from fulfilling my ambition.
What am I to do?
What am I to do? Don't know. Oh well.
Excuse me?
Well, now nobody's saying their actual lines. Somebody was saying in the comments that this one early chapter we've already beaten is really bad for guys not using reading out all their dialogue, and that it stops after this. But we just had that happen several times.
Right you are.
Yeah, it's like nobody can be bothered to read any of their stuff. Heartless plan, manipulating even emotions. I don't really know what he's talking about because I don't have time to read it. I'm trying to rush the missions, and they're not voicing it for us. So now we're doing diversionary tactics as a mission.
Shall we?
Yeah, we shall. Let's do whatever. Let me ride up a cliff.
So this is the power of Cao Cao.
The power to keep continuing after he gets game over for someone else dying.
Reinforcements.
Now, take defensive position.
I wonder if that guy said take defensive positions. I bet the text said something like, let's go on the attack. Because they don't match. So.
From fulfilling my ambition.
You are amazing, Uncle.
Our target has been determined.
It's
Capturing that area
this guy.
depletes their morale.
Well, why did my Muso end so fast? Oh, because I got game over. Right in the middle of it.
I cannot allow things to end.
Oh,
like
this is gonna get old. It gives us all these different missions to do, which are all supposed to have a plot impact on the battle, but Dion Wade keeps dying.
To protect my lord, I should be ashamed.
I didn't really spend that long riding around in the town looking for a merchant. At this point, I can't really go back and undo that, because if I don't try at the checkpoint, I think I start the whole chapter over. So I have to decide between either giving up on these side missions or just dealing with that, where I just get game over and restart a couple times over.
Go wild and draw the enemy away from the castle. To aid Lord Dion Wei.
I wonder if that will make it easier for him to stay alive for a few seconds. If actually defeating all this mission will lure enemies away or whatever.
I've done as Master Jashu asked.
Acting as our decoy so our plan could succeed. Why did I agree to this again?
This sucks.
We've taken down a major enemy. Now they should be focused on us.
Oh, for a minute I thought I got game over again.
Our target has been determined. Capturing that area will deflate their morale.
Alright, so we finished another mission without getting a... Oh no, I gotta defeat 4 more regular soldiers, I guess. Right? Okay, so we've defeated enough of those guys, so that dialogue will play out eventually. I gotta defeat their fire attack units. Ooh, raiding Jinye will cause the enemies to go into a panic. Let's do this one next. Because that might allow Dion Wei to actually live long enough for us to do the rest of the side missions.
Men outside are in trouble. Why won't Lord Jia Shu let us fight?
Man, he's a jerk.
We're not leaving our allies in danger. I'll go out and defeat Xiao Xiao's forces.
We're not leaving our lives or allies. I'm gonna stage dive into their whole army.
Successfully lure the enemy. Now, hold
Oh, I
the
just
line
landed
until
right
we
in...
give the order.
Bad scene right there. Never mind, game over.
Failed to protect my lord.
Failed to defend the base.
Ashamed to call myself.
He's gonna die anyway. That's what makes this so fucking annoying. There is no hypothetical path where you get to keep John Wei alive. He dies here. You just have to keep him alive until the end of this nonsense. But now I'm like determined not to let this silliness beat me.
I failed.
Oh
to
fuck,
protect
I guess
my
it just beat
lord.
me.
I should be ashamed to call myself his bodyguard.
Okay.
I failed.
Nope.
To protect my
Alright,
lord.
this has never
I
happened
should
before.
be ashamed.
The checkpoint is game over.
His bodyguard.
Alright, so what am I going to do instead? I'm going to go back to this screen. And is this going to take me to the same checkpoint? Because if so, then we're just kind of fucked. I'm sure if you play... Well, if you play as Dion Wei, it must be different because you really shouldn't get to leave the castle. But, I mean, if you play as Dion Wei, I'm sure the mission keeps failing when Cao Cao keeps dying, but... Let's see if this gives me a slightly different start point, or if I just go right to that checkpoint and get game over again.
I failed to protect my lord. I should be ashamed to call myself his bodyguard.
Weird, like, I can jump, but I can't actually move in certain directions. Like, some directions I can move, and others I couldn't. So we've basically hit a point where I have to start the chapter over. Okay, this game kind of sucks. I'm sorry. Game kind of sucks. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start from chapter beginning. I'm going to skip all the cinematics. I'm going to skip all the optional fights, including the ones that you can do rescuing your son and whatever inside the castle. Hopefully John Wei doesn't die before we can even find Juashu the first time. You'll never get to see, unless you go watch somebody else's LP, I guess you never get to see what Guojia's brilliant plan is. Because there is a plot line of Guojia's plan to defeat this army and him matching wits against Jiaju. You don't get to see it because the game just decided to screw with me. So
It seems that
Yonder Province. And we're gonna have to skip like 8 cinema scenes, aren't we? Yeah, I'm really annoyed now. I think I'm gonna finish this video and then I'm calling it a session because I've really soured on the. I'll get over it, but the game's pissing me off right now. And it's kind of amusing at first, and then it was like, no, we really are just gonna put you in a position where you keep loading up to the game over screen repeatedly. And we kind of made it so that you can't really avoid it, because I know you can say, well, you rode around in Juchang looking for a shop to upgrade your weapon, and you didn't have the time to spare. Well, it really wasn't that much time. We were not that close to finishing all the side missions they gave us to do. So they pretty much gave us a bunch of side missions and didn't give us time to do it.
Leave it to me. Xiao Hudun can yell at me all he wants when we get back. Give me everything you got. I'll show you just how tough I really
I'll show you just how quickly I can get killed and screw up the side quests.
So this is what it feels like to be losing a fight.
Okay, that was just his first I am in trouble message. I thought I was going to get game over, because the game like, oh, you went straight to Jiajua? Well, he died, even though it's been seconds.
They've already made it this far. I see Cao Cao's reputation is well deserved.
Oh, I think it did.
However, this is our only chance.
No, I can't input anything. I think it just gave me game over.
Saved my best strategy for last.
What, did he trip and fall on his axe?
Welcome our special guest, shall we? Everybody, eliminate Cao Cao.
Forgive me, my lord.
Yeah. How long was Jian Wei alive there before he died?
It seems my impatience got the better of me. I suppose there is no point in fretting over
How long was he able to live without us standing right next to him? I mean, is the game somehow glitched and he's not even starting with a full health meter now? This is ridiculous. I told you that I had more problem with this off screen than I had on screen. Well, that just changed, because I never had this many freaking game overs off screen. I got through the first part of it. It took me more tries than it did on screen, but now we're obviously having to go through it again, because I guess we got to kill Zhang Zhu first. Looks like he's got a full meter. I guess he's rallying because we defeated that dude. I guess maybe we needed to do that before we could leave. We could kill these guys, these couple of officers before we go. But at the end of the day, I want to like freaking fast win this section of missions because I'm now really annoyed and I just want to have this shit behind me.
We're almost there. Push through and crush them.
But we saw with the shortcut to get straight to Jiaju is,
Everyone, don't let Cao Cao escape.
and this is supposed to finish the
Thank you so much.
zone.
So this is what it feels like to be losing a fight.
Impressive. You've already made it this far. I see Cao Cao's reputation is well deserved. However,
Nope.
this is our
It's not gonna
only
let me do
chance
it.
to kill him. Fortunately,
I don't know what I have to do before going up to Jiaju automatically results in defeat, but there isn't supposed to be a set number of side missions you have to do first. Yeah, fucking shut up.
eliminate Cao Cao.
I have to go scroll through all this bullshit before it lets me restart.
Forgive me, my lord. I can protect you.
I do not forgive you, Dion Wei. I blame you for this.
It seems my impatience got the better of
Yeah,
me.
we know. You're
suppose
there's no use fretting
There is
over it
no
now.
point in
Just shut
fretting
up.
over it now.
Okay, well, hopefully I did rescue Cao on Min, so hopefully I'll have a different checkpoint now. If I start
It's
with...
only a matter of time
Okay,
before
good.
this place falls. Master, please escape.
Well, I don't have a different checkpoint, but I do have
We're almost there.
some of those guys already dead. No, they're not. They're all freaking bad. Well, apparently I didn't... Actually, it didn't save me rescuing Cao on Min.
Everyone, don't let Cao Cao escape.
You saved me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You are so stupid.
Cannot be stopped. Nothing can stop me from fulfilling my ambition.
Alright, so I've got to find a way... I don't want to redo all these stupid side missions now. So I want to find a way that I can get Dion Wei to follow me to where we fight Jiaju. But where the hell did he go? There he is. Keep up, would you? So keep going this way and unlock this gate. Are you still with me, Dion Wei? Yes, you are. Yes. Is this gate not open? Oh, it opens from this side. Alright, John Way's still with me. That's the main thing. Calm down and just deal with it, JG. You don't no sense losing your temper over a stupid game. So I'll tell you what, though. The next time I find myself saying, a lot of people are shitting on this game, but I'm going to give it a fair chance, I want you to remind me in the comments, hey, remember that? Remember keeping Dion Wei alive? Yeah. Assassins by the truck road. Troubles by the school. By the time the little hit triangle to get a quick kill option appears, I'm only one regular attack away from killing them. Or two. Come along, Dionway. / Bobo. It's a significantly easier pathing than in the Dynasty Warriors 8 version. Or was it 7? Either way. When that's the whole mission is this. It's just getting to him, and there's not like a whole bunch of outside of the castle battling afterwards. It's gonna be a big deal. My best strategy is fighting him one-on-one.
Welcome our special guest, shall we? Everybody, eliminate Cao Cao.
So hopefully it's not just you get game over because you didn't eliminate the archers or something stupid like that. And that keeping John Wayne with you does mean he's still alive. Yeah, he just gets out of sight slightly. But I just killed him, so you can't. No, you can't. You can't give me game over now. I just defeated him. I just gotta find John Way.
I wasn't expecting to be defeated here. This was supposed to be the end for Cao Cao.
He's not even that hurt.
My lord, you've almost reached the exit. Keep running until you're home free.
I'm standing here right with you, buddy. We're gonna take over China together. You and me, pal. And I'm skipping this because we've seen it. I suppose, in theory, I could try to really fast do the side missions for Guojia. But the game done pissed me off. I really don't feel like indulging it. I feel like the game wins if I do those side missions now. I guess I don't know, I mean... Does that make sense? Or should I be trying desperately to do those side missions to not let the game force me to not do them?
You're all right.
Could skip the ones that we've already seen and go with... Rescue Cao Ong. He's still in there. Oh, they haven't actually updated yet. Could fast travel to Jinye before it becomes a mission point. Because this was the mission. The mission in Jinye was what I was trying to do when game over became like automatic. Matter of fact, there's a blacksmith here.
Hey, get on in here.
Pure Windblade EX. I don't have enough Pure Windblade scrolls, which I should be able to get, except that now it's turned into a battle zone. So I didn't have enough time to do it properly, but that would have been funny if I had been able to, actually, like, shortcut my way towards, because I would have to get to the trader who has the scrolls. You can buy the scrolls by, using collectible coins that you pick up from doing plot missions.
We will use the decoy unit to draw the enemy in. Meanwhile, I will use that time to suss out their strategy. So this strategist is the one that gave Master Cao Cao such trouble.
Gave him a bunch of automatic game overs as soon as he even came into his presence.
Now, take defensive positions.
Well, I guess I gotta find the entrance to this main building here. Because that seems to be where they are. The two objectives I have to defeat in here. How the hell do I get in? Here we go. Say it twice. You killed 2 plot guys.
I had no idea Cao Cao's forces were so mighty. Even as my enemy, I can have nothing.
But respect. Got it. So we've done this. But I can't even unlock these other missions. So fuck it. Let's just go straight to finishing this thing off. We won't get to do the fire attack or prevent the fire attack or whatever.
All the supplies for Master Zhang Qiu, Master Liu Biao. I'm so sorry.
Sure are.
See, nothing can stop me from fulfilling my ambition.
Report! Cao Cao's forces have raided and pillaged one of Liu Biao's bases.
Our supply lines have been cut off? Then this will be a hard battle.
You would think that would help Jian Wei stay alive, but I'm not counting on it.
Forces have made it all the way here? Incredible. They're that strong?
Strong enough to just skip all the side missions?
Stand your ground! We will use the power of our cavalry to bury Cao Cao's forces for
Will you? You might not have time to do that unless I'm given automatic game over for having come up to you. Which this game has started doing recently.
I need everyone to defend this area.
Even though we just lost the battle.
This is the end for me. Just shoot.
I blame you.
My lord is really quite something. I'm glad I was able to serve him.
Yeah, because he is in fact going to die after all this. At least I can whack people on horses. Ooh, that sounded bad.
Master Cao Cao accepted Zhang
Now I really
Qiu's
want to skip
surrender.
through this, but this we haven't seen
Your
yet.
safety was assured. So why did you try and assassinate our lord?
It is the tendency
I was
of
working
a
with that
victor
guy.
to rest on his laurels after a battle is won. I simply saw an opening for our side and exploited it.
Also, there's this whole side story about a hot
Cao
chick that you
is
guys aren't
nervous in
using.
regards to his upcoming showdown with Yuan Shao, no? As such, he immediately accepted our surrender. Surprisingly so, in fact. I never thought that I'd be able to take advantage of the situation to overcome such insurmountable odds.
Well, you shouldn't have
Of course,
thought that because it didn't happen.
Not in the end.
Yes. It was only thanks to the efforts of Master Dian Wei that Master Cao Cao was able to
Master
escape.
Cao Cao.
However, things could have easily gone quite differently.
Could you marry me? I'm already wearing my wedding veil. My trail behind my dress, you know.
Where's Dian Wei?
These went to a farm upstate.
Now,
Master Cao Cao, I will resist you no longer.
Well, yeah.
You have bested us. I am ready to meet my fate, whatever you may deem it to be.
He stabs him right in the gut.
in that case, Jiashu, I want you to join me.
Your power to give automatic game over to anyone who fights you is incredible.
You're planning to let him live? Even after all he's done?
If anybody should be punished, it should be me for falling victim to this trap and losing Dian Wei.
And then Jiaoshu says gladly and gives him game over.
As a strategist, the skill of Zhang Qiu's men. to
Now
execute
die. And he
in my
presses the
opinion,
die button,
that
and you
is
die,
something to be rewarded,
just like
not
Supergirl.
punished.
Joshu, is it possible that you foresaw this very outcome?
No, I figured it would be game over, despite Liquid Snake's claims.
I wonder. At any rate, I appreciate your rather generous punishment, Master Cao Cao.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he's a masochist today.
Guojia, I want you and Shun Yo to keep an eye on Jiashu, at least for a while. I may covet his talent, but that does not mean we can trust him yet.
Are you sure you should say that right in front of him, my lord?
I must must do all that I can to quickly subdue the Central Plains and prepare for Yuan Shao's move south.
Possibly even switching to playing as Cao Pi. Let me know in the
Advance on
comments.
Shu Province and capture Xia Pi. That means we must face Lu Bu himself. Everyone, begin making the necessary preparations.
Everyone, bow.
I'm sorry, Tianwei. If only I'd been there, we could have prevented all this.
I'm not Dion Wei.
Shuju, you can't blame yourself for this.
It's the programmer's fault that the game glitches
You
like that.
simply followed your orders out there. No, the responsibility for this falls squarely on my shoulders.
Which is why it's a good thing I have golden shoulder
Do you
pads.
suppose Dian Wei would approve of me turning Jiashu to our side?
Lord Cao Cao.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dian Wei was not the type to hold a grudge.
I didn't ask you.
Cao Cao. I imagine you know that better than anybody.
Well, Dion Wei was married. He had 4 kids. They kind of knew
I'm
him.
sure he's smiling to think it's just the type of move you'd make.
Actually, I don't know how many kids Dion Wei had, but he did have children. Or he had a
Imagine
child
he
at
must
once.
be a bit lonely right now. My lord, what do you say we raise a toast in his honor?
Yes. He will not be lonely in heaven if we all get, like, totally crunk.
Celebrate Dian Wei's life as we mourn his death.
Let's bring in that hot chick that he died so that I could fuck her. Sorry. And this will be a good point to end it as soon as we can get through whatever little bit of plot is about to happen. Sorry. Frustration with the game and the fact that I'm tired. Joining together here. I'm Guan Yu. I'm just going to join you without explanation.
You must excuse this sudden visit.
Wow, Guan Yu's
My
black.
sworn brother, Liu Bei, is in Xiaopei, which has come under siege from Lu Bu's forces. I wish to request that you loan me some of your troops.
Sorry, that voice acting made him sound African American to me. Just one or two of those lines.
Lubu's finally making his move. He'd be better off staying in Xia Pi.
Show me your
There
moves,
is
Lu
merit
Bu.
in us eliminating Lu Bu from the equation. However, if
We can only do that by eliminating an equivalent value of Lu Bu on the other side of the equation.
Shunyo, tell me what you think.
Maybe we can factor out Lu Bu.
Lu Bu is currently the only active threat to us.
The others are all
there
just kind of
no other
napping.
forces that will go to his aid. We should take out Lu Bu before we face Yuan Shao.
However, a siege will take time.
Not if I use
Somebody else uses that
grapple
opportunity
hook to just
make
go
their
in and
move,
kill Lu Bu
we'll be
immediately.
in trouble.
In that case, how about this strategy? We dam the East Shui and Sushui rivers that run near Shapi, inundating the
Shapi?
castle with water.
Shapi das kleine Krokodil.
That is a brilliant idea.
You can
We
tell
can
I'm
channel
excited
water into
about
the
this
castle at
idea.
Shapi. We simply need to seize control of the floodgates to make it happen.
People with brilliant ideas are all over the world.
We shall proceed with your plan. Begin making preparations for the flood attack. This is our best chance to slay the demon Lu Bu.
Master of the Demon Dizzy.
I must return
Oh,
to
I need this to be
Xiaopei
over.
with
I
all haste.
actually have to
Excuse me.
go potty. He will work for me soon enough, although not for very long.
It must have been difficult for him to break through Lu Bu's siege, let alone make it all the way here. Yet now, he looks to do it all over again for his master's sake.
The master of the dungeon to do.
He uses his considerable might
Son
to fight for
Guan
what he
Yu,
believes
my
to be just.
son.
He is truly worthy of the moniker God of War.
Which is why it's a shame he's known as the God of Commerce.
It was his actions that led to Lu Bu's rise in the first place.
Huh?
That's rather bitter of you, Shahodun.
What do you mean?
Although I feel I could utilize him properly if he were under my employ. Don't you agree?
How Guan Yu's actions
You're
lead to the
still
rise of
hanging
Lu
on to
Bu?
that dream? He will never leave Liu Bei's side. You heard him yourself.
Yeah, Xiaodun's right here. Somebody knows in the comments what
I suppose not.
Xiaodun is referring to
However,
with
it is clear
Guan
that
Yu.
the lowly
Let me
Liu
know.
Bei does not deserve a warrior such as Guan Yu.
This is a fairly accurate presentation of how it's... Whoa, that was weird. Big explosion.
I am confident that
Jiao
Master
Dun.
Guojia and I will be successful.
Alright, so if anybody happens to know... got a few unspent points here. Maybe it's something from the novel. Maybe there's some alternate story in Dynasty Warriors that I didn't pick up on, but I was a bit puzzled. Maybe it'll occur to me later. What is Jiao Dun talking about when he says Guan Yu's actions enabled the rise of Lu Bu? I don't know what that means, so if anybody actually does, let me know in the comments. I'd be curious. I don't know if there's some guys like High Priest Funeral. I'm thinking I might be mixing him up with somebody else who will pop in and drop a little knowledge in the comment section on the novel. But I'm blanking on what that could mean. Jiao Dun saying that Guan Yu is responsible for Lu Bu being able to rise. Unless there's something that happened in this game's version of the story that's slightly different from the novel, and I'm forgetting it. That didn't make sense. Anyway, folks, I'm calling it a video. When we come back, I will continue, and I really don't remember in the Wei story any other big moments of something other than you being defeated in combat can lead to game over. Like any of the big battles, generally, if like when I was playing as Wang Yuanji, there was quite a few major battles where Sima Shi or Sima Zhao is defeated, it would be game over. Even the Liquid Six stuff never be game over. But not for the most part, you had plenty of time to do what you needed to do before that would happen. So we shouldn't see a lot of circumstances where we get stuck in this. Yeah, your autosave is going to be game over immediately, and you can't actually salvage it. That shouldn't happen much. It doesn't have to happen that often before it gets really frustrating. See you guys next time as we start in on the White Gate Tower, Castle, whatever the heck battle, the final fall of Lu Bu, and proceed on to fight Yuan Shao for control of the Central Plains. So we can become the man who ruled the plains. Yeah. See you next time.